A lot of students come to me with questions about how they can improve their listening skills. Since this is a big part of English, they try lots of things. They're really into learning English, but they can't get this one part down pat. So today let's talk about some ways that we can improve your listening skills. Are you ready? Let's get into it. Okay, so when it comes to being a good English speaker, you have to be your biggest supporter. If you can get excited about your future success, it's going to go a long way to how you go about studying English. And listening is no exception. So for example, if you think you're going to be able to do it and you're really interested in learning and have the mindset of, I'm going to go into this, try my best, do the things that I need to do to get better, you probably have a better chance of actually getting better. But when you go into it thinking from the beginning that, well, I'm not good at this is the part that I don't know what to do, that's when you're going to get into a little bit of trouble and it's going to be harder and harder to improve. Try and find different ways to practice your English. The more English that you have a chance to listen to, it's going to benefit you in the long run. So don't just read English, listen to English, speak English. You have to make sure that you can get out as many times as possible and practice your English, and this is going to help you in the long run being able to pick up more and more English speakers. The only way to do it is to do it. So what you can do is just get as much practice as possible actually being able to speak English, and this is going to help you listen because you're going to find out different people's way of speaking, their different tendencies, nuances, and you're going to start picking up more words that I heard that before. I noticed that last time. And this is just going to be an overall benefit. So try to get out and speak as much as possible, read, and this is going to improve your listening. Okay, so it is possible to learn about English by doing other topics that don't necessarily have anything to do with English. You'll be able to just get your overall general listening skills down, comprehension down, just by being in activities that you like, that you can use your English skills. So for example, when I first came to Japan, I learned a lot of words in Japanese. I learned a lot of conversational skills just by being on a basketball team. We were able to speak to each other with that small amount of basketball language. And that's how I started, little by little, getting more vocabulary words. I started noticing different patterns. And I was also able to get a lot more confidence speaking and listening because it was doing something that I loved, which is basketball. So try to find out different areas that you can find your way to study your English. And maybe this will help you just in general get better at speaking English and listening to it. Okay, the next thing that you can do is pay attention to what you're hearing from the other person and then take a chance. Once you're being in a lot of different conversations, just taking a chance and, okay, I think this is what's going to happen. I'm going to start anticipating words that I think may come next. And then you'll start to notice that more and more, just from that general conversation, you're starting to notice different patterns, you're starting to notice different vocabulary that you have heard before. So really pay attention to the person that you're speaking to, and to do this and get better, you're going to need to speak to as many people as possible. And then you're going to start being able to notice, okay, the conversation is going in this direction. I think they probably would be saying something like this next. This will probably be the next logical step, and then you'll start getting better at anticipating what's coming, which will be primer for your ears, getting you better and better listening skills. Try it out. Okay, and another big thing about speaking English, and any language for that matter, is just there's a general structure and an overall basic idea that you will start to pick up on the more you have a chance to get out and speak to more people. You'll start to notice these basic structures, these basic patterns that you're going to hear over and over. And the more that you can overall understand that general idea of what's happening in the conversation, it's going to be better. You might not know word for word what's happening, But if you can overall understand that general idea and structure, you'll start to be able to pick out those words that, okay, I've never heard that before. Okay, this is something new, and you'll get better and better at English. So try to understand the overall idea, and this will help you in general be able to understand more specifics later, because you'll start to notice, okay, this is about the same 4 or 5 patterns that I've been hearing. Most of the things that you do in your daily, okay, you'll start to notice this is very similar. And then I think you can get better and better by using the overall broad strokes of the sentence to start being able to pick out those words once you get better and better at your listening. If you've made it this far, how about please leave a comment down below. Let me know what's the most difficult part of listening to English for you. And if this video gave you any benefit at all, please leave me a like, share this with somebody that you think this could help, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. See you.